The story of Krazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome back to Krazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Krazy Joe, taking part in the Dog Days of Podcasting, a podcast today for the month of August. This is the podcast for Monday, August 18th. And today I was going to talk about the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The movie is currently back in theaters thanks to Fathom Events. It opened on Friday, and it's a limited engagement. They're doing shows. They did shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to go through Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday the 20th, I think, is the last day. Ninja Turtles is very big in my house. I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, but my daughters, my daughters are nuts for the Ninja Turtles. Like, as much as I liked it as a kid, they are bigger fans than I ever was. They are crazy about Ninja Turtles. So when I heard that the 1990 film was coming back to theaters for its 35th anniversary, I knew we had to go. I asked my daughter, my oldest Jackie, I said, do you want to go see Ninja Turtles on the big screen? She went, absolutely. So tonight was the night. We went out. We checked it out for the tonight was the night we could go. I'm recording this on Sunday for Monday. So, yeah, Sunday evening, we saw Ninja Turtles, the 1990 film, back on the big screen for its 35th anniversary. I remember seeing this movie opening weekend in its initial release. It opened in March of 1990, so we're several months off of the 35th anniversary, actually. If they wanted to be exact, they should have put this thing out in March of 2025 for the 35th anniversary. But I can't believe it's 35 years old, because I do remember seeing this opening weekend, and it's just crazy. I mean, you want to feel old. Jeez. I was in the 8th grade, I believe, when that movie came out. Maybe a freshman in high school. Nah, it would have been 8th grade, wouldn't it? Yeah, would have to be 8th grade. Because I went into 8th grade in the fall of 89, and this was the spring of 90. Yeah, I was an 8th grader when that movie came out, man. 35 years. Jeez, where does the time go? It really holds up, too. I mean, I've seen the movie several times over the years, and, anytime it's playing somewhere, we have to go because the girls love Ninja Turtles. I mean, I love Ninja Turtles too, but not like they do. And I know we've seen it at the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, home of the Blob. They showed it several years ago. We went. The Mahoning Drive-In showed it a couple of years ago. We went. And it really holds up, in part because, number one, it had a good script, very faithful to the original comics, managed to kind of, the original comics were darker than the cartoon. A lot of people remember the cartoon, and the original comics were darker in tone. And the film really managed to kind of get a good mix of the tone of the cartoon and the original comics. Brought it somewhere in between. So it was a little darker than the cartoon, but not quite as dark as the comic. Really good balance. But you can't talk about the movie without talking about the beauty of the costumes and the puppetry that was done by the Jim Henson Company. Now, if the Ninja Turtles are big in my house, if anything's bigger than the Ninja Turtles in my house, it's the Muppets. And Jim Henson worked on this movie. Brian Henson worked on this movie. A lot of puppeteers. Kevin Clash, probably best known to most people as Elmo. He was Splinter in this. Martin P. Robinson, who's Snuffleupagus, he did the puppetry for Leonardo's face. A lot of great puppeteers worked on this, and it still holds up all these years later. We look back on this, and it looks great. In fact, Paramount Pictures is working on a new Ninja Turtles movie based on the comic book The Last Ronin. If you don't know The Last Ronin story, it's basically 3 of the turtles are dead, and only one of the turtles is still alive, and he's trying to avenge his brothers. I haven't read The Last Ronin. Jackie has, no surprise there. But the rumor is that they're looking to make it a legacy sequel to this film. They want to bring back Judith Hoag, who played the role of April O'Neil, as April in the new film. And they want to maybe either bring back the Henson Company or use CGI that is going to make the last turtle, look like that style from the original film. I don't know what's happening on this, but I look forward to seeing it. But man, what a good time at the movies. And, very fun thing about Ninja Turtles, one of the little no-name characters in the film, a little minion of the Foot Clan who appears throughout the film, played by an unknown actor at the time, 1990, but it's Sam Rockwell. He went on to be a pretty big star. Sam Rockwell. I've always liked Sam Rockwell, so it's fun seeing him in this little small role. But what a good time. Ninja Turtles back on the big screen. Girls enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Christine enjoyed it. It was a good family night. We all wore a Ninja Turtle shirt. And the audience, man, they were into it. It was a crowd of turtle fanatics. You can't ask for a more enthusiastic crowd than that. So what a good time. All right, everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Almost, I was kind of caught up on the feed. I fell behind a little bit. It's mainly Amy Bowen's fault that I fell behind because she backdated a bunch of episodes. I'm kidding, Amy. I'm teasing. I'm picking on you. I love you. I love hearing the old. I'm glad you did. I'm happily listening to your backdated content. But I will jokingly point the finger at you and say it's your fault that I fell behind because I was up to date and then you threw in old stuff. I kid. But no, everyone's just doing really great content this year. And to my listeners, my YouTube viewers who don't know what I'm talking about, go to dogdaysofpodcasting.com. Bunch of different podcasters taking part in this. And it's worth checking out. You can go to dogdaysofpodcasting.com and find the mega feed where you can hear everyone who's taking part in it. And it's worth doing so. In fact, Michael Butler over at the Rock and Roll Geek Show, he's doing Dead Rockstar stories. And I kind of have a couple that I need to record for him. I haven't found the time to do that yet. But Michael, I got to get you a couple. I have a story that intersects a dead rock star and a dead wannabe rock star. What do I mean by that? I mean, the movie or the story starts with me going to see a rock star who is now deceased. But I got sidetracked and found myself in the presence of another celebrity who was not known as being a rock star, but really wanted to be. I'll have to send Michael Butler that story. But all right, everyone, until tomorrow, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap.
Oh no,
it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
I know we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.